Yo, what is up, my gamers? It is your boy, Connor Valone, and we are back with more. Well, we're not playing any video games, but rather I just want to go over SilphSpectre's channel. This isn't a critique or video or anything. I'm not going after the man. I'm not trying to say that, oh, SilphSpectre's a bad YouTuber, or he's this, and this. Keep that in note. I'm not going after him in any negative way or shape. Although, when it came to this video, I'm gonna say this, SilphSpectre, this was a stupid video. Because it's too obvious. It's not even a secret plan, man. I mean, come on. Oh, they're secretly gonna make a game, make a new or better version of the game, and then sell it back to us for the same price. I think I might be ad-libbing a little bit from there, the video, but I'm just like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about? That's too obvious. How was that a secret plan if it's so obvious? You're acting like you broke the Da Vinci Code with that one. Hold up. This is just so stupid. I need to go get some water. Hold up, guys. Yeah. Got water. Yeah. Oh, good. That's what happens when I don't have enough water. My throat gets my tongue gets all tangling dry. I don't talk a lot, and you just being a YouTuber is like really making me talk a lot. So I should really keep a bottle of water near me. Maybe my body will start adapting to me talking a lot as it continues to go on. Yeesh. But anyway, this video was just stupid. It was like, you see, I feel like he was acting like he broke the Da Vinci Code, but like he figured out this grand master plan. And I'm just like, nigga, anyone with a brain would have figured that one out. Not even a big brain, like a small brain, right? Small brain, a baby brain. Right? You don't have a big boy brain for figuring that one out. You don't. I'm being honest, man. That was just sad. Like, who's just trying to say I figured something so massively out? No, hey, but that was just stupid. He makes it sound like he figured out this whole secret plan and project, and it was just like an obvious. Really? I mean, come on. They always do it for every single game. Majority of the games they make, they always make a newer, better version, and then just release it to us. You're acting like you just now realized this, which is, how can I put this? Childish, silly, pathetic. But anyway, let's go. We're gonna watch probably a few of his videos. I'm probably gonna give my own on-screen commentary of it. No, keep in mind, I'm not gonna be like being negative or anything. I just wanted to talk about the videos themselves. So let's go.
Craziness that has happened, including a fire in our apartment building. If you haven't already,
Oh
hit
shit!
that subscribe button and turn notifications on so
I
you
hope
don't
you're
miss it.
okay.
That being said, let's get into the video. The National DEX controversy. The biggest controversy to ever hit the biggest media franchise in the history of the world. Pokemon has had its fair share of controversies, from anime episodes featuring guns, to some kids getting seizures in Japan due to flashing lights in the Porygon episode, to stabbings over Pokemon cards, and priests calling Pokemon demonic. The franchise is certainly not immune to things like this, but it's quite evident that
Yeah, that last one, parents were really trying to say Pokemon was connected to the devil. It gotten so bad to the point that the Pope himself had to be called into it, and the Pope literally just said, literally said, Pokemon isn't demonic. I'm not even lying. This game doesn't even have anything to do with the devil. I don't know why you people are saying calling me up for this. I'm ad-libbing again, but this game literally has nothing to do with the devil.
these more isolated events don't compare
The
to
good thing
how
is it's
widespread the
died down.
controversy over the national DEX has been and how intense the debate itself has become.
Really? Because I don't think it's that big. It's been big enough to call him the Pope. Has it been that big enough to call the Pope? No, it doesn't. So don't say it's bigger. Bigger than
The
that.
weird thing is that it wasn't just the fan base being collectively angry with the Pokemon Company, but the fan base actually ended up turning against itself as well. Most of you know I've been studying this controversy for some time now, and I'd like to share with you the hidden reasons why this.
No, I just want to just look at the videos themselves. Okay, hold on, hold on. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, so right here at the start, he makes a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 videos on the whole Sword and Shield thing. Sword and Shield thing. If you give back, we have like top hopes, like all this good shit. Like everyone was really hyped for Sword and Shield. Then when the Dex got card coming in, everyone just started turning heel. I'm not trying to say, oh y'all are just hypocrites or nothing negative. Like I'm not trying to say that. I just find it interesting. But then here, he made 10 videos on it. Then he just stops for another 10, for 11 videos. All of which most likely have like some gaps in time. He doesn't talk about Sword and Shield till now. I'm just saying, the dude got huge boosts in views because of this, because of the whole Sword and Shield thing. I mean, he already had some really good views regardless. But them big boosts and them big chunks just came in with the whole Sword and Shield stuff. So, which is really interesting. Why did he change the thumbnail to something so ugly? I actually like the first the one he shows in the video. It actually looks a lot better. But
Debate
then
is
again,
so
that
easy.
doesn't
So
get any
sit back,
clicks.
relax, and let's dive into it. June 11th, 2019. The day it all came crashing down as Masuda announced the DEX cut at E3, the biggest annual gaming expo in the world. What's
Clearly, Masuda did not understand the fact. I feel like the PR was the thing that they should have focused more on. Should have actually gotten this whole thing out. Like they should have. I feel like all three should have actually tried to 100% try to calm the fan base down as much as possible. Because I feel like everyone keeps on forgetting the fact that Game Freak number one to make a console game to begin with, but they were kind of now forced because of the Switch. I mean, if you were making handheld games in the 2D system platform for around 10 or plus years, 10 plus years above, 10 plus above years, then you were suddenly told to, okay, now make 3D games, and make a 3D game for the newest handheld system that just came out, and you're just like, wait, what? What? Okay, and you're somewhat getting the hang of it, getting the ropes of it. Okay, well, hey, someone got it. Okay, good. Now make a Switch games, console and handheld hybrid. What? I feel like there's some.
absolutely fascinating to me is that initially Pokemon fans were pretty much all ubiquitously upset about this, and
Okay, here's the thing about me. I didn't watch the direct watch the moment where Masuda actually said anything about the national decks. I just kind of left left the whole left the left the live stream of it. Not because I was just like I just forgot that it was even happening, and I'm like, ah shit, I forgot about it, and then and it was later, but then I was like, oh wow, cool. But then suddenly people were just starting to talk about Sword and Shield, and then everyone's just like really upset and negative. I was like, yo, what the hell's going on? And then people were just talking about the Dex cut. I'm like, oh well, the Dex was cut. That's bad. I felt like kind of ubiquitously neutral about it because on the other hand, it made sense, but instead people were upset and angry. I mean, come on, those are some of our favorite homies that are gone. But on the other hand, I kind of understand that Game Freak would want to cut some of these Pokemon out because, frankly, hey, we can't. hey, with this yearly release bullshit that's being pushed upon us, we can't actually put in over 800 Pokemon at this point. We need to cut the DEX. To which they were just like, yeah, let's do it, We can't make any more of these. Can't push ourselves to this because we're gonna be literally working ourselves to death here. Death here. It's like that, or maybe it's the fact of other reasons that I don't even fucking know. But in all honesty, I don't like when people just say everyone. It was like almost unanimous. Everyone was on our on against Game Freak. I wasn't. I generally was just neutral, and I don't think saying that almost everybody was on our side because there were most likely people who were just pretending to be on side because they felt like if they even tried to voice out their opinions that were different from other people, they would just be labeled. It would just be bad. They were just keeping themselves quiet. Right. And it was only until other people just started saying an important Game Freak decision, that's when people just start, some deals people decided to join in on those people's sides.
For good reason. We found out news that an upcoming Pokemon game would essentially lack what basically every other Pokemon game has had, at least eventually, all of the Pokemon, and many of our favorites. I don't want to mention any names, but virtually every single big PokeTuber also expressed that they were upset about this initially, which is kind of funny to look at retrospectively since almost all of them flipped their positions. So
Well, Loxton, I don't know what his position was on, but he was basically borderline neutral and was playing devil's advocate, so I don't know why you're trying to say that he was, oh, he flipped the switch and was so defensive with Sword and Shield when he was clearly neutral all the way through. Neutral, neutral, and there were still
what
some
happened?
YouTubers who were
We were all
critical of it.
united in opposing this decision that Game Freak had made, but looking how things ended up, we are now far from being united, the opposite in fact, and some might argue that the fan base is in shambles. Well, as far as I can tell, it
It
started with a
is.
particular PokeTuber. Again, not mentioning any names, but this one is heavily associated with roles and is quite infamous.
Are you talking about Hoodlicala? I knew it. Take it, him and his wolf Pokemon Scrafty. I knew it. I knew it was. Okay, enough of me bullshitting. We all know it was Relisify who started it. Started it, most likely because started the whole oh, I want to defend the Pokemon Sword and Shield. Which, funny enough, it's kind of interesting. He kind of him actually being defensive Sword and Shield percentage of a game features in kind of proves something actually that there were people who weren't supportive, who weren't on the side to bring back national decks, but they were all just staying quiet. Like they didn't want to join in, want to actually break off from it. They most likely were. Since I'm Levi was like the one YouTuber who was like, "No, I'm supportive of Game Freak's decision, even though there's evidence to prove that he wanted Generation 8 to be a horrible piece of garbage to just so that way he would humble the Pokemon community. That Savage made videos. It was on that, the guy whose channel solely Verlicify, every day, every hour. Go check him out for it if you want to see it. See, I can't remember what the video's name is. I'm being honest when I said I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember. But yeah.
This PokeTuber's entire channel is predicated on going against the grain and getting publicity from his outlandish positions. Oh, and leeching off whatever PokeTuber is getting the most views at the time by trying to incite drama with them, whether that be.
So for having a different opinion from anybody else, most likely because he most like he knows he can get views from having a different opinion, and inciting drama. Most people finding drama with people who most likely have a huge ton of views around the time. That seems about right. I mean, a YouTuber who basically wants to voice his opinion, just have a different opinion from the else and is actually genuine with his opinion, and that makes sense. And do I believe Sword and Shield is a masterpiece? Hell no! Don't fucking start saying shit. Shit just because I like the games doesn't mean I think they're God's gift on Earth and they're like the perfect Pokemon game. No, no. Please do not do that. Do that. But do I think they're god awful pieces of crap? No. Again, I don't think that. Because as frankly, I don't have that. I'm not crazy enough to think that. Rather, I don't really believe 100% that it is. I feel like it's a C game. I've said it in my review video that it was a C game. C game. It's not God's gift, but it's not a appalling piece of trash either. It's a C game. It's a C game. C game. 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 It's an average game. It's good. It's fun to play. It's a 7 out of 10. That's my basic stance on this. This. On this. And I'm being honest. I kind I was I actually I honestly don't know. Was I one of the people who went against the grain when it came to defending Sword and Shield? Shield, like when I was being okay and supportive of Game Freak, and I just wanted to talk about Pokemon. Was I against the grain here, guys? I honestly don't know, because if I was, then hey, I feel like I was actually kind of a bit of neutral. Like I honestly just hated I kind of just hated both sides ubiquitously. Like, both sides are just annoying. Like, the incompetent versions of both sides were just annoying and childish man babies who generally just shut up for 5 goddamn seconds to give me some form of breathing space. Thankfully, I believe it's died down. Oh, thank God.
Pimp Night, A-Drive, Austin John Plays, Poketips, or myself back in the summer. So when he saw that literally everyone was upset about the DEX cut, oh boy, now was the time to strike and say that the DEX cut was a good thing, causing this divide in the community since thousands of his followers are of course going to join him in this pursuit. What was once a united community
Again, SilphSpectre, you're speaking as if everyone was on the whole Bring Back National side to begin with. Again, there were most likely people who were neutral, and there was most likely a small group of people who were kind of against and were kind of supportive of Game Freak's decision. Before Villasify even talked about it, voiced his own side of it, said that he was supportive of Game Freak's decision. Keep that in mind. That's a thing. That people aren't blindly just gonna join with one side. I swear it feels like he believed that everyone was on this one side, but then suddenly when Villasify started talking, everyone was splitting apart, and the whole Pokemon community, maybe everyone had a different opinion on it, but then when one person was just afraid to even talk about it. I even made a video when I was even playing Pokemon Juvenations. I went on a whole tirade about how I just didn't understand why everyone was so angry. I couldn't understand it, and I feel like everyone's was just hurting each other. And I actually was sad, and I missed how the Pokemon community was before. More, we all were just together and loved Pokemon, but now apparently because oh oh because the Dex was cut, we are all now going at each other's throats because our opinions are different and you're not blindly supporting my opinion. It felt less like we were a community and more or less like we were just people who, who, people who put up with each other. But the moment when one of us had a different viewpoint on thing, we all started to collectively flip our shit. But please keep in mind that there are some. Never mind. I always just found it. How can I put this? Hypocritical? Like, oh, we were all united. Again, I wasn't a part of this. I genuinely didn't want to be a part of this whole Bring Back National Dex movement because one, I don't believe harassing people is a good thing to do. I don't believe it's ever a good thing to do. Dude, especially when you're pressuring people to give you information that you believe you so rightfully desire. Sire, I don't believe in that shit. I honestly don't. We're 2 minutes in and I'm already going we're close to 3 minutes in and I'm already going tirade. But seriously, I don't support this shit. I honestly don't. Because frankly, oh yeah, everyone was united. Dude, you're speaking as if you know what everyone was supportive of it. As if everyone was supportive to bring back national Dex, Shield Dex, which is kind of disgusting.
Standing together in the face of a bad decision made by a game developer quickly became a divided entity, with one side completely misrepresenting the arguments made by those who were upset. For instance, saying things like this.
But you have to think about the other games that are going to come out. You have to think about the other things that have happened in Pokemon, because the National Dex hasn't been completable in any single Pokemon game, but only now people are mad? Doesn't make any sense.
When no one was complaining about not being able to catch all of the Pokemon within this one set of games, that's never been the case after all, we were instead upset that we couldn't transfer the rest of our Pokemon into these games. Naturally, then, this Poketuber and his minions then
But now you can through Pokemon Home, which is free. And let's not also forget, free as in you can only put 30 Pokemon in the box, then switch them over to that Pokemon game, and do that verbatim, which is just using the Y and the whole clap bloop thing mechanic shit. Unless you want to actually use the whole 1 million, go by the 3,000 box bases, which I honestly won. Which technically, I bet if you don't pay the subscription after the 12 months, you just can't go to those boxes of Pokemon. They're kind of just locked out to you.
caused people who were already upset to become more resentful and become more extreme in their positionality to try and get their point across to those who evidently weren't understanding it. This is not to say that there weren't any people being extreme about it from the get-go, but this effect significantly increased the number. I even commented on this phenomenon way back in June, but apparently many people didn't heed the warning. Take a listen to this. I think the average person has been quite reasonable about the whole situation, and most of us are starting to become sick of the constant debate and bickering, but there are, of course, a few exceptions to this. There are people out there who see controversy and get excited, and merely intend to feed that controversy by making exaggerated statements just for the purpose of inciting drama. These people, I call the fringes. They're the outliers on the extreme ends of either side of the spectrum, just looking for a reaction to how extreme their supposed viewpoints are or how harshly they attack others. And as we've seen over the past week, this includes some content creators too. We could try to persuade them of our opinion, but the thing is, they usually don't actually have a rational viewpoint. They're merely in it to cause trouble or for financial gain, and therefore they can't be convinced of anything because they're not sincere about what they're hit the biggest media franchise stance, which I think is exactly what causes the debate.
Okay, so keep that in mind. That's for both sides of the argument. Meaning that there are people on the Bring Back Asterisk side who are continuing this stream because they know that'll give them a lot of money, a lot of views, and a lot of subs. Meaning that Pacific YouTubers who are YouTubers, even SilphSpectre himself, can be targeted as one of them. Although I believe he is not, because keep in mind, remember when I pointed out the whole him having 10 videos on Sword and Shield, then he just suddenly stopped? This is proof that he wasn't one of them, because trust me, he could have his 46k subs, he could have made triple that. He could be at 100k right now if he just kept on this Shield hate bandwagon. It would have been that easy, but he didn't. He stuck to his own content, proving that he isn't one of them. Meaning we can trust his word. I mean, I mean, we always could, but I just wanted to say that now. I'm not trying to say that he's untrustworthy. He is trustworthy. Please keep that in mind. Uh, anyway, hopefully those who made it at this point listened enough to actually pay attention. But yeah, keep that in mind. We have YouTubers who are credible, like SilphSpectre, but keep in mind there are also other YouTubers who are on the Bring Back National side who we really shouldn't trust. Especially when one, they hide their content, and two, when they are literally trying to grasp at straws to prove that straws that makes Sword and Shield look like it's a copy of Sun and Moon. We already know who the two I'm talking about. I'm still waiting for his reasoning for that one. But then again, he probably doesn't, and he's gonna just doesn't. Most likely proving that he most likely doesn't want
to
technological
intensify
videos.
beyond reasonable standards.
Oh shoot.
Working with videos can be frustrating.
I
Uniconverter.
use for more.
So what we had now were increasingly distant poles of people with extreme views on either side, and as with politics, these extreme ends started creating names for each other and labeling each other with ad hominem terms instead of participating in reasonable debates. And
Yep.
here's where the critical moment was. People on each side started seeing these overly loud extreme people on either side and pointing fingers, thinking that those extreme people were representative of that entire side of the debate. All the big-name PokeTubers and other community members who had expressed being upset about this initially
Those who see either side and hear the one shouting the loudest will often see the one that's shouting the loudest as the majority. In reality, they are a small little echo, small little bubble in the small little cog in the big machine. I hope that sounded philosophical as shit. But anyway, yeah. Most of the time it's those who shout and whine the loudest that will often be represented as the majority of the group when in fact where in the actual majority, the rational smart people are going to be often looked at as a minority. But there is also a chance that the actual rational and smart people are the minority of a group and they're full of insane crazy people. The majority is the crazy fringe people. Trust me, it does happen, and it will always happen. There's always a chance of that happening.
their positions for a few reasons. First, they have a lot of influence and are supposed to be beacons of morality within the community. Given their influence, they are role models after all. Upon seeing the more extreme national dexers, they gradually began to counter their positions online, and steadily, after countering enough of them, their actual positions began to reflect what they were defending until they themselves were pro-national dex removal, or at least could no longer sympathize with even the reasonable people who wanted the national dex back. By countering the extreme national dexers, they gradually pushed themselves further and further away from them so as not to be associated with them, until they occupied the opposite position they once did, and the same position as the PokeTuber that they all hate, ironically.
So wait, you're saying that all the PokeTubers who were against it went to the side that Wolf Boy was on because the people on this side that were acting like complete another that were acting crazy pushed them away. Now keep in mind that people can have a changing opinion. Maybe after some time grew, they maybe started realizing that maybe there's some reason to it that we don't understand. Maybe there's something that we just don't get yet. Maybe they're on the neutral side or neutral side. I mean, yeah, but then again, he's saying that everyone was against Sword and Shield, against the whole Bring That Next movement, up against the whole Dex cut. Which again, keep note that I was not a part of it. I mean, I know I'm not a big name YouTuber or anything, but but I know that there were some other YouTubers who weren't weren't 100% against. There were probably a few that were neutral, and there were probably some that were against, and there was at least some that were for. But keep in mind, he's not gonna acknowledge the fact that there are some some um, YouTubers who were probably also friends on the against side. You know, people who were stirring the pot just to continue this boost because they know that if they continue it enough, they'll get a huge more boost in subscribers. It happens. It exists. People do it. Do it. You can't just tell me that, oh, the ones that are on the side, right, were originally on our side, meaning that we were the good guys all along. No, it doesn't make any sense because frankly, how can everyone be on one side and then everyone just suddenly starts going, yeah, I want to be on this dude's side, I want to be on this dude's side. That doesn't make any sense. If anything, it would make sense that there were probably members, some members who weren't even on your side to begin with, and were just either neutral or probably for, but in fear of being ostracized or attacked, had to kept their mouths shut. But then when a Pacific YouTuber decided to act like they were going against the grain, I mean, guess what? They all fled to that YouTuber, even if it has controversy, because they were the one who was speaking for them, the ones who couldn't speak. Meaning, if anything, the whole mentality that everyone was supportive of the Bring Back National DEX movement is complete bollocks, to be honest. It's just foolish to think that everyone was just blindly on your side to begin with. If anything, it's downright childish. Again, keep in note that I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Enough. Of course, this further increased resentment, leading to them being called shills and apologists, which, yet again, intensified the debate as they then attempted to defend themselves from these claims. Second, they fell victim to a common psychological effect called the have-not principle. Think about it this way. The people who want the national DEX in the game are, at a basic level, upset about something that they don't have. It's easier to frame yourself as being morally superior if you're content with what you have already, i.e. the limited DEX, rather.
Okay, so you're saying that people like me who probably didn't care were having a moral superiority. Keep note that I don't have moral superiority over anybody. I just keep my own stand. I have my own standard set of morals and beliefs that I steadfast to, and I don't want to break through them. I don't want to break them. I want to keep fast to what my some beliefs are. Sorry. My mom works her ass off for me. So frankly, when I know I can't get them fancy new shoes or Adidas, I'm perfectly fine with any shoe I got. I have the mentality of just being okay with the shit I have. That's my mentality. So, which probably factored into why I didn't care a lot about the Bring Back National DEX. I always had. I don't know. Maybe dang. I don't even know if that even got caught on audio, but still, in all honesty, my mom always works her butt off for me, so frankly, you don't see me always demanding new clothes or new anything. A lot of time because my mom even gets in kind of, why aren't you asking for, don't you want new clothes or anything? And I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I always just want to avoid actually getting a lot of new clothes. Not because I'm lazy or easy or just like, the ones work fine. I mean, it's more or less because I just don't want her to, put any more money that we obviously still need. I understand clothing is a necessity. I understand that, but I frankly feel like you could use this for something else more important than just using it on me for majority of the time. Though that didn't stop me from asking her to buy me specific video games. But even then, when video games did come out, I was just like, I can probably get it next week. Well, that was when I got older. As I got older, I understood that she couldn't get me everything like right away or at this moment because it would be wrong to me for think that my parents could actually do that. I understood that they had their own time and needed to do things for themselves. Need to do things. There was a prop. They need to actually do everything and build it up. I'm not gonna just get all pouty and whine and upset for it. I understood that. But it's not like I'm having a moral superiority complex, like, oh, I understand, so I'm high and tidy because I can accept the fact. No, I just genuinely didn't care. I understood, I could understand where it's coming from somewhat, but doesn't mean that's just because I'm okay with having what I have doesn't mean I think I'm more superior than other people. No, I just don't like it when people are harassing people because my opinion is different or give me what I want mentality. Wait, hold on, that doesn't that. Okay, I may have just
Rather than being
correct my own.
upset about what you don't have. This is exactly why you see a lot of these PokeTubers now making extremely sarcastic jokes about the DEXers being whiny babies complaining about something that they don't have. In their view, consciously or unconsciously, it's much easier to claim moral superiority by occupying a position of being grateful for what you have rather than in need of something, even if it's perfectly reasonable to want an important feature in a product that you're going to be paying for and that you've loved in your favorite franchise for up to decades. Third, these PokeTubers and many of their followers started to notice that the people who wanted the National Dex back were starting to criticize all other aspects of the game too, and it seems that they didn't understand why.
To the point of absurdity. Need I remind you the trees? If I swear to God, if I had to appear one more, I mean seriously, we had a YouTuber whining about bike suits to literal absurdity, nitpicking double kick, a move that never had high quality animation to begin with. Being honest there.
It appears that they thought we were just taking out our anger about the National Dex on the games as a whole, but this was not actually the case and misrepresented our cause. We pointed out issues with the graphics, for one example, which aren't normally a huge concern for Pokemon games, because the effort put into the graphics was one of the excuses made for the National Dex cut in the first place, but this effort was not reflected in what we were seeing. Finally, I have no
Okay, why is double kick there? Again, that double kick. Can anyone give me give me that's not, and I repeat, not from Stadium, Coliseum, or XD, because I repeat, those are literal games that you just have to. In Coliseum and XD, it's basically battle. Oh, you go to this place, battle a ton of people, then go to the next, then battle a ton of people, and go to the next. That's literally all Coliseum and XD. I just in a summary. Stadium, it's literally just battling. That's it. I literally just explained both games. So any other game besides those three, and Battle Revolution, I forgot that game even existed, where Double Kick has good animation. I'm just saying.
doubt that
It is literally free money. Why would you not install it? Honey, but not this one. This one.
some PokeTubers changed their position or at least stopped being outwardly upset about the National Dex to maintain favor with the Pokemon Company and protect its interests. They
What? Wait, hold on. You're saying that Poketubers who broke away from the whole Master Dex movement were now doing it because they wanted to keep themselves clean on game be on the Pokemon Company's good laurels. Then why the fuck was I even talking about Pokemon's Shield? How come? Because apparently I obviously am a member of the Pokemon Company, guys. I obviously am now. I mean, after all, I made videos clowning on Dazasi and that since I covered my tracks so perfectly. How did he figure it out? It's almost as if I'm I'm not a member because one, I'm so small of a channel. I literally started. Oh shit! I did start. No, I uploaded the first videos I uploaded were even before the whole controversy. I started making actual videos around the summer. Before? I think it was before. Yeah, it was before. Before the whole Dex controversy. And let's not forget, yet I vented about my frustrations about this opinion because frankly, I didn't understand it and it never made any sense to me. But now you're telling me that the Poketubers who did mock this, or any YouTuber who did, or YouTubers who did, were people who were trying to stay on Game Freak's good side, on the Game Freak and the Pokemon Company's good side. One, I don't care. Look, if your game's shit, I'm gonna say your game's shit. If your game's C decent, I'm gonna say it's C decent. By that I mean decent, like it's C, average. If your game's fucking good, I'm gonna say it's fucking good. Good. I'm gonna play the game, and if I game, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm actually playing it properly and not playing like a dumbass. Yes. But don't come and tell me that, oh, the people who were supportive of it were just trying to get on the Pokemon Company's good side. Are you telling me that a whole hashtag that was literally just to give the developers of Pokemon, Game Freak themselves, at least some semblance of actual, okay, we might be getting a lot of hate, but we know that there are some people that they do care about us. But some actual semblance of joy was them trying to get some money? Dude, that's kind of fucking shady. No, like legit, it's kind of dirty for you to say that about other people. Like, I'm being honest here, man. That's pretty dirty. No hate, SilphSpectre, but that's very dirty. Like, honestly dirty. And then again, I might be misconstruing.
Pokemon is how they make their money, so Pokemon's success is their success, which means any criticism is perceived as a threat. At a certain level,
There's a part of me that just wants to go to my whole channel and see how much Pokemon content do I have there. Just how much Pokemon content. I don't know. And that probably whole section of me being quiet. Hello. But then again, I don't know if you guys even heard that, but okay. One, I have a lot of video games backlog on this laptop, and I have a lot of video games I can talk about, and I have a lot of animations. I could talk about anime, I could talk about a lot of things on this channel. It doesn't solely need to be Pokemon. Yeah, I can talk about YouTubers. I can be a commentary drama channel. I could be a video game YouTuber channel. I could be an anime channel. And all of those depictions could fit this channel perfectly. It's a random hodgepodge of ooh this and ooh that and ooh this and ooh that because I branch off and talk about multiple different subject points because I feel like that's the most fun for me. That's where I get the most fun out of it. Because I don't want to be stuck with Pokemon for most of my gosh darn life. I love Pokemon, but trust me, after this whole fucking controversy, see, I frankly have the personal desire to never want to touch the community with a 1,000-foot pole. Or yet, a 500,000 mile pole. I really am being honest here. Now, I know that there are some of my servers who are members of the Pokemon community. Come on, I don't mean that about you guys. I love you guys to death. And the rational people, I also love you guys to death. But in all honesty, if this is how the Pokemon fan base is gonna fucking continue, then why the fuck should I even be here? Because apparently, if I don't blindly agree with the side that believes that their moral hierarchy is right, then I obviously am the bad guy. I don't believe in harassing other people or saying that oh, your opinion is different from me, that means you're an apologist. I don't believe in that shit. Along with I don't believe you trying to nitpick and find a reason to hate a person for the shadiest of shit. Hate a person or calling them an ismphobe or an anti-this. I don't believe in that shit. Shit, you wanna know why? Because I don't. Because it's disgusting. Scene. And frankly, people who are falsely accused of that shit, their lives are ruined because of it. I fucking hate that. I honestly do. So the reason why I branch off the most away from Pokemon, branch off a lot, is because one, I want to at least, and when I say this in the nicest way possible. I don't want to be labeled as this YouTuber. Now you guys could just say, oh, he's that Poketuber. No, he's that Digimon tuber. He's that this tuber. He's that tuber. I would rather have people calling me, oh, I'm this mode, I'm this. No, he's this, or he's this, or he's this channel YouTuber, than just saying, oh my gosh, he's a son. Oh my gosh, he's this tuber who just went to this franchise for attention and fame. Then I would have to go. Then I don't want to actually have to start making myself look like I'm being a filthy coward. Nah, never mind. I'm starting to get. I might. With what I saying, I might actually give you a YouTuber an out, and I do not want to do that. But the reason I don't want to be stuck with Pokemon forever, is because, in all honesty, I love Pokemon. I really do, and I really would love to talk more about Pokemon. I really do. But I don't want Pokemon to be all of this channel. Does that mean I'm staying away from Pokemon forever? Hell no. I want to always talk about Pokemon whenever I get the chance. But I'm not afraid if the franchise dies. We have fan games to keep it running. It's not like silly to say that. And it's frozen. Oh shit. Oh, this is the end of the video, guys.
Understandable, but only if they maintained their honest position on the issue, but were just less outwardly vocal about it. However, many of them actually reversed their positions, or at least they did in public, in an intellectually dishonest manner and started to actively make fun of the side that they falsely perceived as being a threat. What they also failed to realize is that most of the people on the National Dex side still want Pokemon to succeed. They just have differing conceptions of what it takes.
Really? Because at this point, I just believe they just want Game Freak to crash and burn. No joke. You tell me that they want Pokemon to succeed, yet I keep on seeing people saying death to Masu. I'm joking when I say that. This is all a joke when I said, I see you saying death to Masuda and Game Freak. I keep on saying that shit every day. I look every time I walk. Every time I walk, I'm to YouTube with my suitcase. In case I'm Masu. Everyone keeps on saying, I keep on going with my side. I keep on saying, death to Masuda, Lord, death to God. How'd you like my? How'd you guys like? How'd you guys like my surreal impression? Did I sound crazy enough? Anyway, all jokes aside, I believe that people do want Game Freak to succeed. I really do. I believe that. I believe that people want Pokemon to succeed. I believe that as well. But, and this is a big but, I don't really believe it when you're saying it. You see, you know the methodology of action speaks louder than words? You can tell me that, oh, these people are supportive of, they want Game Freak to succeed, they want Pokemon to succeed. But when I see the multiple videos calling Game Freak incompetent, lazy, saying PokemonSword&Shield's god-awful trash, or the constant harassment of developers, or people literally belittling and mocking people to the point of insanity, I'm just gonna be like, they want Game Freak to succeed, Pokemon to succeed. Huh. I don't believe you. Because the actions of these people speak louder than what they're saying. You can tell me that you're all up for peace, but when I see you attack someone for no reason other than they have a they have a color that you hate, then how am I supposed to believe your face when you're that crazy enough to attack somebody? This is gonna be a nearly hour video. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Ugh. Why is this so bad?
For them to do so, and were perfectly reasonable in making their points towards this aim. At heart, one side wants Pokemon to succeed and therefore doesn't want any criticism of the new games, while the other side wants Pokemon to succeed and therefore wishes to point out the problems so that they may be fixed.
Here's the thing. I want Pokemon to succeed, but I want constructive criticism. I want to be respectful with my criticism, and I want to list out the problems that I see. What I don't want is I don't want people nitpicking a game to its microcosm, to a blade of grass, as to just say Sword and Shield's horrible because of this one thing and this 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 thing. I'm listing everything bad about Sword and Shield. I'm totally being a smart guy here. And you're gonna tell me that obviously, see, they're being constructive when they're clearly just going balls off the wall here, buddy. Please, please. I can be critical of the game, and I still play it. I still like it. You don't see me hate Sword and Shield. Shield. I say they're average games. Come on. Now the DLC, on the other hand, oh, that's gonna be a whole new Bronco. Now, keep in mind, I'll be going on the Isle of Armor, and I have actually voiced my frustration over the exclusive characters thing because, frankly, I really, really, really hate it. But I can understand that there are some people who like it, even though I'm probably going to be the minority. Or even when I say I hate the idea, yeah, there are probably going to be a majority that say they like the idea. I'll just continue being the minority.
Because a more complete game will of course be a more successful one. The reason why most of us within the reasonable standard are so passionate about this issue on either side is because we love Pokemon and want it to succeed, and it's okay if we have different metrics for what it takes to get there. And that's the course that this debate took. Everyone being united against a perceived flaw of the games, one PokeTuber stirring the pot and misrepresenting arguments causing his followers to join in, some of the misrepresented side becoming...
Well, not entirely. Most likely it was sections or members of the group. Group who were probably members of your so-called United Frontier who were probably not even support that who were just most likely in on it because they didn't want to be labeled as the freaks. Then when one YouTuber started to say or to voice out a different opinion, and that person got a huge legion backing him, causing a huge war. I even remember when we were asking one of my own friends in a messaging chat, asking his opinion on it, and he told me he understood, but he was kind of off on it too, like kind of neutral. He understood it, but he frankly didn't jive with the whole bring back National DEX movement either, proving that, in all honesty, that it wasn't just me, and that there were always people who weren't. Not everybody was supportive of the Bring Back National DEX movement. There were people who were neutral towards it. Which again proves that not everybody was just blindly okay with it. You're most likely wondering, Honor, why you keep on bringing this up? Because frankly, this needs to be addressed. This needs to be made sure. Because we need to remember that not everybody joins your side blindly. There are people who are going to be neutral on it, and there are people who are going to be against. But since it was such a big majority, those people who were most likely neutral or against that side probably had to stay quiet. But then when one person started talking against that side, everyone was just like, all those people who were against it just started popping up. Making it seem like you guys were a united front, when in reality, you were just a small group. I'm not trying to say that in the end your efforts were vain, no, but I'm just saying, keep that in mind.
More extreme in response, PokeTubers who once aligned with their side responding to this radicalization and furthering resentment along with their followers, etc. Just a vicious cycle and the unnecessary intensifying of the debate thanks to the extreme ends of either side. What we could have had instead was just everyone being upset about the DEX cut to some extent, but some people not perceiving it as being a game killer due to their personal playstyle, not emphasizing all the Pokemon being available, but still sympathizing with those who were upset because the way that they play Pokemon does emphasize this. But of course, the whole ordeal had to become politicized and get way out of hand due to misunderstandings and malicious intent on behalf.
So I just downloaded the.
I don't care about your ads. Leave me alone.
Of some people with influence in the community. Well, there we are, everyone, the hidden reasons behind the extent to which the Sword and Shield controversy got pushed. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like.
It's funny how he had such a good dumb one, but then went with the creepier one because it got him more views. Well, I don't hate the video. I feel like it could have been better. One, I don't like being joined in a group of people when I clearly am not supportive of the cause. And two, I feel like you were kind of misrepresenting some people going on this. There's a lot of factors to this. And since this video is now 56 minutes long, I'm now forever fucking stuck with this. Great. Anyway, this is your boy, kind of alone. Before I say that, please be sure to like, subscribe, share if you with your friends, or subscribe by watching the notified event of future uploads. After you do, just comment. Signing off. Bye.